Thank you.
Did you play in this last year? No. No? Never. You? Nope. We came because we need 5 more points to get started or in pre-trials.
Yeah, so.
Oh, they told you? So we're right on the bubble, so that's why we came. How long of a flight is it?
We don't fly, we drive.
Oh, you drive.
8 hours. And for you?
I was 9 hours, like.
Where are you from?
Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, that's on the other side.
Yeah.
Really far away.
Yeah. Have you ever been to
Vancouver?
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, we were at the World Juniors, like the test event before the Olympics.
Oh, okay.
Very nice city.
Yeah, it's nice. Do you guys go over to Canada at all in the wintertime for curling?
In September to Toronto.
Yeah.
We're still not as high in the rankings, so it's really just getting somewhere finally.
Yeah.
How was it for you? Were you in Europe before?
I've never been to Europe. No. No.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. I'd love to come back. My teammate, the third on my team,
But to be at like the other two they do like jersey off the back.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
Some
Yeah.
thing in Scotland years ago. But
Can you hear me here?
Oh yeah. Stink up the car on the way home.
Yep. Just testing this.
so we came like Saturday, and everything was closed. We stayed
Even
in
the
Zurich.
skates he went, he had them in
Yep,
the car.
I'll
and
not
he
get
was
that.
carpet, and it stunk up the whole car.
Oh,
I'm thankful to have it.
Hi, be ready.
Sunday and that day was all closed. We window shopped. It saved us money. For pre-trials, yeah. Shannon was our team. Okay. There's Cheryl Bernard. And so I think that they went to the trial. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The rest of us, yeah. So, let it go. What do you think for wait? There's still 2 minutes. It's going to feel like forever. Sure.
Welcome everybody to St. Gallen, Switzerland. We're here with the European Masters, EURONICS European Masters Final, the Curling Champions Tour Final. It's come down all to this all season long. And here with the final, and we're showing a round robin game. Draw 5 of this competition. We've got Kubeskova against Thompson from Canada, Kubeskova from Czech Republic. And we're underway with the first rock. The Canadian team playing the Red Rocks. And Kubeskova, the Czech national team, who played at the World Championships in Beijing just a few weeks ago. They have qualified for the final, and the final will be later on tonight. It'll be Pats against Kubeskova. And we get a chance here. We'll introduce the teams. Could we blend in the team graphics? And as we see Canadian team playing 2 Red Rocks back of the house. Corner guard up for the Czech team. So a little bit long with their first draws. Canadian lead. Here we see the Czechs playing Yellow Rocks. Trying to come around and coming around nicely around that corner guard and covered. The Czechs have the hammer here in the first end. Last rock advantage. Kubeskova's team finishing second, or currently second, right behind Pat's, and that qualifies them for the final. Team Thompson coming all the way from British Columbia with 1 win so far, so they're looking at getting another win here, but out of the playoffs. Clear to that guard. A takeout attempt here on those 2 yellow Czech Rocks. Just gets the top one and rolls out.
Was it a bit less, Karla?
Yeah, it was a 9. The first one was 8-2.
Kubeskova
And then 9.
going now for the open red one, which is shot at the back. She hits and sticks this. She's hitting 2. And she misses it completely. Open miss here. Advantage back to the Canadian team.
Yeah, I like a 9. Good sweep. 8-6. Good weight call.
And Thompson now lying 2 here. Nicely back of the house. Nicely spread out, so no double possibility. Elzbieta Budisova with her first rock here in the first end. Just trying to hit one of those, maybe roll to the other one. Gets it on the nose, and is still second shot. So an opportunity here for the Canadians could just draw one in front of that, but she's opting without the hammer here just to take this out. The Czechs do have the hammer here in the first end. So these teams qualified for the Champions Tour final here in St. Gallen throughout the season. Top ranked teams are then invited to the EURONICS Masters. And we see a hit and just rolling over, just hanging on to the back of the rings. Canadians will just remove that.
Kristen said she threw her second one a little softer. I think that's right.
And here we see the Canadian skip, Karla Thompson. Her first rock of the game. Just trying to hit that yellow one and keep her shot in play. And makes that cleanly. So the week so far not going so well for the Canadians. They had hoped to be a little further ahead in this competition, looking for very important Olympic qualifying points in their home country. The Czechs are the #1 team in their country. Just coming off their world debut this year in Beijing. And here we see Anna Kubeskova playing out of the Prague club. And clean hit there, changes position a little bit. Canadians will just try and hit that and stay into play, force Kubeskova to make the clearing.
Same weight. It was 8-8, but yeah, I think it's You think a pinch more? Maybe a hair more. Yeah. Yeah, Trysta. Yeah. Yeah, I was tight. Yep. Clean. Yep. Clean. Okay, yep, yep, clean. Yep. Yep. Clean. Clean.
Good, I like it.
That's a bit up, eh?
8-7.
It's about the same.
They say that it looks like lots of vacation, but I like it. It's really fun.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Last rock trying to clear this out, trying to blank the end, maintain the hammer going into the second. Just gets it, trying to get it out, and just does that. So the Czech team here blanking the first end
So that first one will be the same path that we did
and
with the button.
taking the hammer into the second.
Gotcha. Let's go. You got it.
We're back to the second end here at the European Masters EURONICS Curling Champions Tour Final. We're featuring team from Canada, British Columbia, Karla Thompson, and she has Kristen Recksiedler playing at third, Shannon Alexic at second, and lead is Trysta Vandale. Very young team out of Canada, trying to make their way up the rankings. And Kubeskova, Anna Kubeskova, Elzbieta Pilskova, Tereza Pilskova, and Karla Svatonova at lead position. It's in Kolchevskaia playing second. Tereza Pilskova playing third, and Kubeskova skip. Budasova is on the alternate bank.
Fighting for, running a bit.
So we see the same situation here as the earlier end. The Canadian lead a little long with their first shot. Corner guard put up by the
Fighting for, it's great.
Czechs to generate some offense, and that's a better played rock from the Canadian team in front of the tee line. Czech skip just indicating to play takeout, having that broom right next to the rock. This should be Klara Svatonova. Just doesn't get enough of it. Needed to get a little more of it, so roll behind the guard. And rolls out of the house. So a silly question there from the Thompson. Throw another one into the house or remove the corner guard. The corner guard will be a danger. She does throw this in the house. She may get that hit and roll with the next one.
Top 12, top 8. Hard then, top 4.
Shannon Alexic.
Hasn't caught the curl yet. Okay, here it comes now. Line's great. Just fighting for.
I want to keep this in front of the tee line.
Sorry,
Well, Canadians a little bit long on their draws right now. Trying to get a handle on the draw weight.
3-8, Kristen.
Sorry, Shannon.
She would like to have hit that on the nose and stayed there. Just rolled off. This allows the Canadians to be able to remove that yellow rock. Need to hit a little bit straighter so it doesn't roll away. Would have rather kept that yellow rock in front of the red. Another straight hit. Czechs not using the corner guard. Removes one and pushes the other one back.
You were throwing like 3-8 if it's a portion.
Kirsten Recksiedler trying to replace that rock in front of the tee line. This is looking a little warm also.
Fighting for. Yeah, we're all there.
Now starting to slow down. Want to keep this in front of the tee line. Again, a little bit long, but the Czechs not playing very aggressive, just playing takeouts. And ample opportunities to draw here. Opting to play the takeouts with Tereza Pilskova. Czechs do have the hammer here in the second end. Last rock. So no troubles for them yet.
Já už jsem chtěla zkusit double, no, protože jsem věděla, že už nezatočíme.
Thompson had one win during the competition. That was against Barbsat. Really worked that hard to get it. Make sure it didn't jam on the back. Here's an opportunity now for Kubeskova to ignore those two rocks and go behind her guard, and that's what she indicated. So an out turn draw around the corner guard, which has been sitting there since the beginning. Now it's really important to get the draw weight down. Big shot here if you want to make two in this end. You need to get it buried behind the guard. It looks like they're, I don't know what they're sweeping for. It's a little bit long. It certainly has lots of room by the guard. The sweepers just jumped on that. Way too early. Should have let it curl a bit. End up sweeping right through the back of the house. Big mistake there from the Czech sweepers.
Do you like peeling or do you like going here?
Certainly had plenty of weight.
Yeah, like kind of where my first one was? Yeah.
And now Thompson with two counters behind the tee line will try and put another one in front of the 4th foot.
I like it tee so that if she rolls, she gets the perfect roll, we can freeze up.
Just indicating she wants a tee line, just in case there is a hit and roll. But the Czechs are behind the tee line when she does that.
I'm thinking 14. That's good.
Okay, lots of lines, still pretty straight now. Still straight.
Still has long ways to go.
Whoa, whoa. Okay,
Shannon lead
curl
right
now.
Shannon lead. Shannon, finish it.
To my room.
And this is looking pretty good. Just a little bit too long.
That's okay.
But sitting 3.
What'd you
Rocks are sliding nicely.
13-8.
Ice conditions have been great all week.
And that
Starting with a good freeze here. Kubeskova's got an opportunity to maybe make 2. A lot of red rocks in the back of the house there to block the takeout. See Anna Kubeskova. She defeated Shep. She defeated Barbasat and Fleming from Scotland. Very close game against Pats. 6-5 loss to Pats in the round robin. She'll be facing Pats in the final tonight at 7 o'clock. Doesn't want to bump it, just wants to come right up to it. Very nice looking shot. Just over curl the hair, a little bit separation there. Canadians can pick this out. Needed to sweep it for line there.
A little bit more space than last time, so.
So Thompson will try and pick this clean, and now should force Kubeskova into 1 here in the second end.
Yeah.
And they're working it hard, trying to keep it straight. And she gets it. So that forces the Czechs into taking one here in the first end and giving up the last rock advantage.
Okay, a little extra shove.
She'll need it. And here we see the replay again. Picks it out nicely. Not too worried about losing that last one. She has 2 in the house here, and this forces the Czechs to play one into the rings. Needs full 8 foot. That's the white ring to count. Right now, the Canadians are sitting with 2 in the 12 foot, which is the blue rings. Sweepers jumped on one of them earlier. This is not. This has to slow down too. It's not too short, that's for sure. Well, this is long. It's giving up a steal of 2 here. Another miscue here by the Czechs. Not very good communications either. Could have kept that straight. Steal of 2 for Thompson here in the second to take a 2-0 lead.
Top 4? Yeah. Okay, play hard.
Okay, we're back with third end here at the Lerchenfeld Arena in St. Gallen, Switzerland, eastern part of Switzerland, near the Bodensee. Austrian border not far away, Germany also not very far away.
13-9.
St. Gallen will, this arena here in Lerchenfeld will be home of the European Championships in November this year. Ice conditions are great. Brand new curling club, built right next door. And it should be a great European Championships coming up. And right now we're here with the final of the Curling Champions Tour. Tonight at 7 o'clock we've got the men's final. Nicholas Edin against Smith from Scotland. That should be a great matchup. Edin having a sensational season. And fitting that he's in the final of the Champions Tour. And Smith, young team, Scottish team, looking to take over the mantle from the Murdochs and the Brewsters of Scotland. Doing very well this season on the tour. And there we see better rocks from the Canadian lead. Both those rocks. Much better position, a little higher up in the house. That's where she wants them to be. Take out attempt here from Klara Svatonova. Hits both of them. Not quite. Does it hang on just at the end? Let's see here in a second. Shannon Alexic trying to take out that Czech counter. And we see that red one is not counting. It's no longer in the rings. It's out of the rings. So just one red one up front of the house. Canada sitting with one. Team Thompson.
Good throw. 8-2. Maybe she just can't see that.
Ale pořád je to velký. Je to hodně velký. Hodně. Budeme rádi, když tam zůstaneme.
Team Thompson coming in on a special invitation here for this event. First time they've been to a European Tour event.
You like the straight peel?
Ranked 36th on the World Tour.
Pardon?
Team ranking. From Maple Ridge, British Columbia. So 2 Czech counters, both of them behind the tee line. Kubeskova finished 10th on the CCT ranking this year. And Pats finished 5th. Those teams in the final. Muirhead finished 1st, Hasselberg 2nd, and Fleming 3rd. Muirhead and Hasselberg currently in Canada, couldn't make it for the event. Trying to come up to that red one. Doesn't want to bump it.
Do you want like actually 9.5? Okay.
Can't double those 2 out. And they both jam on the red ones behind them. So straight takeout on the left yellow rock. Sweeping to keep it straight. Did a great job of that. Got it out and rolled in front of the other one. So a really good position there now for Canadians. Very difficult to remove. Czechs will try and draw down on top of that into the forefoot. Tereza Pilskova. We'll just play the out turn draw. Trying to lay in front of that red one. And we see here again, they're all struggling a little bit with the draw weight, all a little bit heavy. This is way too heavy. It's not going to even hit anything. It just barely touches it. 2-3 meters too heavy. Great opportunity for Canadians here to freeze another one in there. Really put the pressure on the Czech team. So this is a last round robin. 5th draw.
So 14 we're thinking, or 14-2?
Pats and Kubeskova having qualified for the final tonight at 7. We play parallel to the men's final, and we'll be covering the men's final here. There's Karla Thompson just trying to freeze down on top of that. So just watched the Czechs try play that shot. See if she has better weight. The weight's looking a lot better. Needs to curl a little bit more. It's coming nicely now. There's a perfect shot. So line 2. And the Czechs in a bit of trouble here. Only 2 more rocks to come. Two red ones in the forefoot, backed up nicely with that Czech rock behind it. But she may have to play that top red one to run it back. It's about the only way to get those out. Not an easy task here for Anna Kubeskova. Down 2 already. Needs a big shot here. I can't see her getting both of those red ones out of the forefoot. I think the back one's going to stick. She'll be happy to clear the 2 red ones out front and then hope she has another opportunity with her last rock. Big shot here, Anna Kubeskova in the 4th end, in big trouble. And just clears the front red one. Doesn't really help her situation. The Canadian team will just plug that up. Problem with that yellow one rolling over to the right-hand side, it takes that out-turn draw away too.
Not really. I think that's pretty good.
This isn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So like you can put pressure on it to like
Even higher.
I think it'll go. That's pretty big. Yeah, let's do that. We might.
Yeah. Okay. So a 3. I think so. I think those are the same and just a touch less weight and.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe room for a straight draw.
So that one was
To the button.
14-2,
We'll
so
see
we're
what
thinking like 14-8.
Thompson does here with her last.
Okay.
Either way,
think we need a
Kubeskova is
piece one
looking at a really tough shot with her last one.
Showing a piece on Shannon's side, aren't we?
Yeah, we want to cover that side.
Yeah, you're right. All right, let's make this good.
A little wobble there from Thompson.
So hard.
Whoa, if you can.
Whoa!
Where is it?
She doesn't want to be too deep. She wants to be out in front of it.
Mine's good. Whoa, it's over curling. Stay close, stay close.
Sit.
Yeah, a little. Whoa, we're good. Whoa. Good, Karla.
That's a pretty good shot.
That's good.
Looks like a very tough draw here.
Yeah,
Kubeskova needs a good piece of the button to outcount those 2. Certainly make sure she gets at least one.
I kicked out really hard and I was like, knee down, and I was like pulling back. And then press.
Doesn't want to give up a steal of 2.
Bump stuff around. It would have been double first 3.
Last rock here in the fourth end. Kubeskova needs to get a good piece of that, of the button, in order not to give up a steal. Line and weight so important here. You need good communications. It's looking pretty good. It's very close. Really good shot. And enough. Oh, excellent shot. Kubeskova pulls him out of the fire. Scores one here in the fourth. It's now a score of 2-1 for Thompson over Kubeskova. So we're back here with the fourth end. We saw a great shot in the last end. Kubeskova against two Canadian counters. Needed a good part of the button. She made a great shot. Keep her team in the game here. And we've got a hog rock. Needs to get over that, fully over that blue line. It's out there. It's removed from play.
I think it is on center. Yeah.
It would have taken a couple more sweepers to get that rock over. Really just didn't have the weight. Nice sweeping action we see there. Good slow-mo coverage.
Yeah.
So Canadians putting up a corner guard.
Nice.
Would like to score a 2 here to take control of the game. Klara Svatonova playing that center guard, and that's a bit better position. Going for the steal.
Pretty nice.
Kristen Vandale. Keep it in front of the tee line. There's a good spot. Center guard's a little bit too long. Would have liked to have had that a little closer to the house. A lot of curling that can happen around that rock. You can almost take that red one straight out. Really nice ice conditions here in St. Gallen. Let's see how much this is curling. Great shot.
You like ripping? I think so.
So Thompson says she has enough of that. She's going to remove that center guard. Wants to peel it right off. And she opens it up.
You want to throw a line? No. Okay, you can do.
So straight nose hit, might be able to remove both those yellow ones.
Yeah.
Drive it back. Corner guard. So that center guard being a little too long, and the Czechs just need a straight nose hit. Oh, just misses it. Does move him off the forefoot though. Shannon Alexic. A little left eye dominant maybe.
That's a good leg drive.
Double attempt here by the Czechs, gets both of them. Really nicely done. But no danger for the Canadians. There's no center guards up. Canadians have the hammer. So although this is the final, we do have a special event in May for the women. Coming up in Dudinka, Russia with the Arctic Cup. Curling Champions Tour. Dudinka way up in North Siberia. And that'll be $100,000 US event.
Yeah, I just put it out a little.
And some pretty good teams coming there. Sigvardsson. We got USA Nina Roth coming. Jennifer Jones, Sidorova. And that'll go from the 19th to the 21st of May. The CCT Arctic Cup up in Dudinka, Russia. It's in Siberia, way up in the north. So curling season starts again in May for the women. No, Czechs come up short there, and that leaves an open hit here for Kristen. Recksiedler. Doesn't manage to stick around. So advantage back to the Czechs. Try and get around that or push it back. You see here it over curls. Needed to keep her shooter in play. This way now the Czechs can put some pressure on. The question is she going to try the direct draw? And then looking at the ice, so I think that's what she's going to try. Kubeskova will try and get around that yellow rock that's in the top of the, just on top of the house, in front of the house. Well, this is over curling. Looked like she was trying to raise it. Got it going. It was nowhere near close where she wanted to be. And an advantage back to the Canadian team. So now Thompson can try and go around that yellow one. Try and get One in play.
4-3.
Very tight, that one. Maybe thinking like 4-3. Okay. Yes. Not quite.
Karla Thompson with an intern draw. Playing left-handed.
Okay, line's great. Stay close, Shan. I think it's lots. Okay, okay.
It's got a long way to curl.
Lots of lines.
Finish at the end nicely.
Take it back.
Okay, go right back then.
The line was pretty good, just a little bit heavy, but she did get behind cover. Kubeskova will be forced to follow that rock down. Try and get in front of it. Kubeskova, also a left-hander. So that certainly should give her a good indication with Thompson what she has to play. Looking pretty good. Got to pass the guard. Needs to curl. They overswept that, I think. Could have let that go. They had lots of room by the guard. Didn't need to go behind the tee line. Could have left out front. But this will force Thompson into one. Had lots of room by the guard. They could have let that go. Maybe sit in front of the tee line and could have maybe forced a steal. Well, this is way offline. I don't know what happened to that.
Yep.
Steal of one for the Czechs here in the fourth. That ties it all up at 2 apiece after 4 ends of play. We're at the halfway point of this EURONICS European Masters Curling Champions Tour final. We're here in the Lerchenfeld Arena in St. Gallen, Switzerland. And the game's all tied up here between Thompson of Canada, coming out of British Columbia, and Team Kubeskova out of Prague, Czech Republic. Not too sure what happened with Thompson's last rock in the fourth end. It might have picked something, but she was well short of her target. That allowed a steal here of one and got Kubeskova back in the game. Tying it up and now putting up the center guard. Again, just a little bit long, that center guard. It needs to be closer to the house.
there like back?
No.
Top teams on the Champions Tour get invited to this event.
Okay.
It's been a long season. Started
Yeah.
beginning of September in Stockholm. And at 7 o'clock tonight, we'll be showing, that's Central European time, we'll be showing the final, the men's final. And that should be a great game. Nicholas Edin against Kyle Smith, Scotland. Edin, certainly one of the top teams this year. Silver medalist at the Worlds. Two-time world champion against Kyle Smith. Those boys had a great season. Young team out of Scotland. And they seem to be ready to take over the lead from Brewster and Murdoch. It'll be interesting to see who qualifies for Great Britain for the men for next season for the Olympics. Kubeskova played her first World Championships this year, qualifying out of the Europeans to go to the Worlds. And they've been pretty steady for the last few years, creeping up the rankings.
13-6. Versus 13-6, I think. Yeah.
Lots of great young curlers in Czech Republic. This rock needs to slow down.
Sit down.
Going right to the back of the rings.
That works.
Thompson, playing Red Rocks, has the hammer here in the fifth. Game's all tied up at 2 each.
12-8.
It's a good opportunity here for the Czechs to steal long center guard up. And a couple of staggered ones in front of the house if they can get one in behind. In a pretty good spot. This is all over the guard. She didn't want to move her own guard. Just gets it past. I'm not sure if that was the call, but it worked out all right. Move those two Canadian rocks to the back of the house, but an opportunity here for Thompson to kill those two yellow ones that are out front. But she might be better off removing that center guard. Thompson has the hammer. I think I'd prefer to remove that center guard than play this shot. So no worries. She has the center guard. Don't think that was the rock they were playing, but works out for them. And by the look on her face, that certainly wasn't happy with it. Czechs managed to take one out. It's not the one she was aiming for either. She was aiming for the top one. So a couple of misses here.
Just speak. Okay. 9.5? Yeah.
Can I just have
And
a
a
touch
chance
more,
here for
Klara?
the Canadians to clean up a bit. Kristen Recksiedler trying to get at least one of those yellow rocks out without jamming on the back. Is it over curling? No, she got it just on the nose. Pilskova going for the back one. So it looks like the Czechs are sitting 2 at the moment. I'm not quite sure if that yellow one on the top is better than the red one. I can't really see that. Certainly the back one is. Canadians opting to take out the back one. If you want to keep her shooting her, she won't want to roll out. She manages to stick around. Change position on that. Behind the tee line though.
Do you think a pinch less? No,
I don't think so.
Thompson going to go after that rock.
I'd like to move it up.
Could be aggressive here, just draw around the front ones. About playing a hit on the back one. She hits it on the nose, it's going to give the Czechs an opportunity to steal one. Gets it out just enough. Will the Czechs draw in or bump their own up? Pretty important. Nobody's looked at that yet. Now somebody's going over to look at it. Pretty important what's laying up there. Which one's better? Can't really tell. So now she's looking at the top red one, drive it back, and maybe double the amount. Certainly with that kind of ice, that's what it's looking at. Last rock here for Kubeskova in the 5th. Trying to double out those 2 red Canadian counters. And she only gets one of them. So, pretty simple draw here for Thompson. It's full in the house to score 2. I think the Czechs could have done a little bit more with that last one.
So my last one was 13-8, so probably like 4.5.
Played fairly defensively here. Had lots of opportunities to go to the offense. Been fairly defensive. Anywhere in the house, and she'll make her 2.
Okay, no backing yet. No backing yet, guys.
No backing would indicate that it might be too long.
Just make sure. Looks good.
No, that weight's good.
Atta girl.
So fairly easy score of 2 here for Thompson in the 5th end to take a 4-2 lead at the EURONICS European Masters.
Yeah, it was a little bit wider. So. Yeah.
We're back here with the 6th end. EURONICS European Masters Curling Champions Tour Final. We're here with the 5th draw of the round robin. Women's, the last draw. Finals already clear, actually. It's Kubeskova against Lena Pats of Switzerland. And they'll be playing at 7 o'clock tonight. First prize will be 9,000 Canadian, and second prize 6,000 for the women. And at the same time, and that's the game we'll be covering, it'll be Nicholas Edin against Kyle Smith. I believe the men prize money is a little bit higher. 12,000 for the first placed team, 9,000 for the second.
Yeah, it's a little heavier. Yeah.
It's pretty well all the top teams in the men's are here for the final. Wild card being Heath McCormick from the USA.
Okay, we're okay.
Nicholas Edin, Stefan Wallstadt, Kyle Smith, Mark Pfister, Thomas Olsford, Thomas Brewster, David Murdoch. All top-ranked teams on the tour. The only one that was missing was Peter de Cruz. It's great competition all week. And no real surprise that young Kyle Smith team coming through. Getting better every year. Should be a great final, so hopefully you'll look in on that. 4-2 here for Klara Thompson and her British Columbia team. Czechs having the hammer here in the 6th end. Trying a little hit and roll. Actually one that worked. The other one's still fairly exposed. Just needed to roll a little bit further. But this should be fairly accessible for Canadian second. Sweeping it for the curl. Pretty good shot. And almost the same shot that she had with the last one. Hit the left red one and try and roll in behind the corner guard. Try and generate some points here. Gets on nose and rolls in front. That's not bad either. And Thompson straight to the guard to remove that one. That's the dangerous rock out there. Pretty good position for that yellow one. Clearing attempt on the corner guard here. It looks like she might be nosing it. And the red one's certainly going to stick around somewhere. Rolls over to the other side. Maybe just enough not to be too effective. Kubeskova is calling for the draw around that corner guard. And that red one that was just put there by the missed clearing. This needs to stick around. It's way too heavy. Key shot here. That sticks around. They might be able to make two. Going through is not going to help their team. And just through the back of the rings. That shot needed a little bit more focus. Maybe talk to the player just before that. The rock really needs to be in play. Golden opportunity for the Czechs there.
So throw like back button. Okay.
So it's like 380.
So it looks like Thompson's calling like a short tap or something like that. Just move these rocks around a bit. Not going for a hit. Took a lot of ice. Might be a little bit heavy though. It's got to curl a lot. And it did curl. Let's get a little bit of movement on that. So a couple of possibilities here. Hit and double out the red ones, or take out the top one and roll behind the guards. Make sure you keep your shooter in play afterwards. Tereza, Pilskova. This looks like it might be over curling a bit. That's close. Good attempt. Could have let it go. They would have got the double. Curled too much for the roll. No, the double's not quite there for the Canadians. That yellow one may jam back onto the red
Do
one.
this. Oh. Okay.
Take the one closer.
There's no double this one, with this one hitting first, or no?
If anything, it would be hit. Baby, come look.
Yeah.
Well, we'll listen in to what they say.
Like, maybe if you hit this then.
Oh, then it's totally.
Well, I think if you do it this way, it's jamming, but it might be.
Oh,
It's
like-
almost like a crotch shot, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty tough. Let's just do this.
Okay. And I think like right over, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9.5.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. I think both those, didn't matter which way you come with that yellow one,
Might be able to
that
do,
jam
like, a crotch
possibilities
shot,
there.
but-
So they're just going to opt to take the
Yeah, we're gonna roll your way.
one on the inside, the right yellow one, take it out and roll to the side.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Hard!
Clean.
I think so.
Roll it. Go, Shan.
Yeah!
Wanted to roll it further. Just over curled a bit. Just called it too late.
Bude možná i s doublem, ale něčím 9.
Chance here for the Czechs to double it out. Double those reds out. And sit 2. Got 1. She got 2. And a nice roll. Red one didn't come out the back, but the Czechs are sitting 2 at the moment.
Not double, like
Have the hammer.
pitch stock ball too.
So Thompson will be looking at hitting that left one and rolling towards the one on the right. Try and put them closer together.
Close.
Whoa! Whoa! Close! Yep!
No.
Yes! Yes! Hard!
Yeah.
Hard, Jen!
Hard. Good. Sorry, Kristen.
That was a good shot. Nicely done. Gets that red one a little closer to the yellow. So Kubeskova would like to roll away again without jamming on that back red one.
Yeah. Nice shot.
I think if she jams that red one straight onto the back red one, that yellow one may not be counting second anymore. So she'll want to remove this clean and keep her shooter in play. Rolls it over curling. She doesn't want to lose her shooter. She does. She needed to keep her rock in play in order to score 2. And this gives the opportunity here for Thompson just to clear that yellow one.
I think throw it like 9-3. Okay. What do you think?
Karla Thompson, last rock for her here in the 6, trying to remove that yellow Czech counter. Does she have enough of it? Just barely.
Sorry.
And that was good.
I thought I pinched her.
Kubeskova will just throw through, take a 0 here, and keep the hammer going into the 7th.
I wish you did.
So she'll just throw this through the house. Maybe pick a spot that she doesn't know very well. So blank end here in the 6th, and the score remains 4-2 for Team Thompson after 6 ends of play here at the EURONICS European Masters.
Full 4.
Yep. Service off, Trysta. Gotta go a little hard then.
Mine's good. Curling now. 14-2.
7th end here at the European Masters Curling Champions Tour coverage of the final.
Nice, Trysta, that girl.
We're here with Kubeskova from Prague, Czech Republic, against Karla Thompson from British Columbia, Canada. Kubeskova already qualified for the final with 3 wins throughout the round robin. Thompson with only 1, certainly looking to improve her record a little bit. But not qualified for the playoff. A long guard again. The Czechs. Trysta Vandale. She'll try and place one in top of the house. 4-2 lead here for the Canadian team.
Mine's great. Hard line. Hard line. Hard line. Right to it. Little bumps okay, guys. Hard line. Okay.
She'll want to get this into the house. Yep.
Good sweep.
2 nice rocks there from the Canadian lead.
Nice pair.
So you see now that Kubesk's taking a little more ice. She doesn't want to hit it.
Víc trošku ještě.
Not a normal takeout. She'll rather tap it back. Maybe move it around a bit and wants to keep her own rock in play. Earlier in the game, she would have played it there. She did play hits on these. And now she wants to keep more rocks in play. Needs to make 2 points here in the 7th, at least. This is maybe a little bit shorter than she wanted. She wanted to move those red rocks around a bit. Yeah, that needs to be back 8-foot weight, back house weight. Just try and move those red ones around a bit, moving behind the tee line. Shannon Alexic try and move that guard. And better job than she did in the last end with that. Cleared it nicely. I think another guard here. It's called for. Let's put up another corner guard. Try to get some offense going. Doesn't want to be in the house. It's looking good. Thompson again, just get rid of that guard. And another good clearing. Been great ice conditions here all week at the EURONICS European Masters here in the Lerchenfeld Curling Arena. This arena will be hosting the European Championships in November. Organizing committee will be the same pretty well. Marco Battilano, president. They've done another great job here. This is the 6th EURONICS European Masters. Remove the guard. Move the red ones a little closer together.
Sorry.
Even better position now. Yeah, that's why we're hearing the apologies. Going to try and move these right around the rocks around a bit. She set up a double. Oh, Thompson doesn't see it. That double would be quite simple. Now she sees it. She doesn't care if she loses her own rock behind. But I think that double's fairly simple, so good opportunity to take a chance and run at it. Looks like she's going for just the one. I think if you got an opportunity to get those fairly simple double there, you might want to take it. Leaving those there now. Let's see. Czechs have an opportunity to draw around that. There's not a lot of room to draw to, but halfway behind that might cause some problems for the Canadians. Lots of room. Yeah, now it's a little more complicated for her than it was 2 rocks ago.
Well, we're thinking if we do this, that maybe that'll go up. Yeah, let's try that.
Roll it up. Also, something set up the ball on that.
Well, then she just
If she noses the left one, she'll be setting up double for
So she'd hit.
the Czechs.
Well, it might be. Okay, that's fine. I guess just.
yeah, with this.
Hitting and rolling in may not help her either.
Hard one. Gotta make the yellow one go up, so that'll work, eh? Like hard. Okay, just hit and roll a little more.
Yeah, I think so. Even if you touch it, it's not bad, right? But at least
Okay.
let's stick around.
All right.
Karla Thompson's first rock here in the 7th. Has a 2-point lead, but doesn't have the last rock. Remove that Czech counter. If the Czechs hit this on the right-hand side, it might roll behind, the top one might roll behind the Canadian rock, and the back rock will be gone, the red one. Could be line 2 here shortly. She gets a good roll.
Musíme ten roll a tohle zasunout sem.
Skoro pomalu. Možná moc levituje.
We've seen Kubeskova come up with some big shots over the week. She certainly came up when in the 3rd end she had to draw to the button to keep the game close against 2 Canadian counters. Let's see if she could do it again here. Needs a hit and roll. There's good separation between her 2 yellow rocks. Oh, she's over curled and hit it on the wrong side. Needed to hit that on the other side. I think that doubles there. She hit this completely on the wrong side. Needed to hit it on the left-hand side.
It might catch our red. Yeah.
Well, she hits it hard enough. Those yellows should all be gone.
Kristen, they're sitting too. We have to hit.
Can you come down for a sec, though? Sorry.
Just hit it a little on Shan's side hard.
Okay.
Thompson indicated she needs to hit it fairly hard in case it does rub up against that red one. She wants to have enough velocity that it goes out anyways. Nice little push there. See, that rock's got some velocity on it. Gets 1, gets 2. Oh, just hit it too thin.
Sorry, guys. Let's come up a little more.
She was worried about the top one, and the back one ended up sticking around. So, open house draw to tie the game here for Czech team. Bit of a surprise. That's how quickly curling goes, though. A little missed shot here, a little missed shot there, and all of a sudden you're back in the game. 42 meters now. 'Full house to draw to.
1, 2, 3,
There's 3 sweepers out there. Ooh, she's not going to be working it hard. Oh, she comes up short. So only 1 point for the Czechs here in the 7th. Thompson maintains a 4-3 lead and now takes the hammer going into the 8th end. And we're into the last end here. EURONICS Masters Curling Champions Tour coverage. The CCT final. Team Thompson from British Columbia, Canada, with a 4-3 lead over Kubeskova from Czech Republic. She had a fairly simple draw for 2 to tie it up. Now she needs to steal 1 just to force the extra. 8 end games here. So although this round robin game is not doing much for the ranking, Kubeskova already qualified for the final. Thompson out. There's $100 riding on the game. Every win, every team throughout the round robin, teams cash in 100. And later on, Kubeskova will be playing against 2015 world champion Alina Pats for that $9,000 first prize. That'll be at 7 o'clock, and also at 1900, or at 7 o'clock Central European time, we'll be covering Nicholas Edin against Kyle Smith in the men's final. Let's keep that short of the house, and there's 2 nice guards there.
Try again. You want to throw a little left, back line? Pardon? Back line. Yep. Back line? Yeah.
Trying a soft peel. And that looks really good. So you can move that rock over as far as possible without touching the boards. That's perfect. If you had to touch the boards, that yellow rock had to touch the sideboards, it would have come back into play. The so-called free guard zone rule. Czechs will put up another center guard. And nice long guard. Good separation between those 2 guards. Now the Canadians can start playing takeouts. Start peeling those center guards off. Canadians want to keep the middle clear, keep it open. They have a 1-point lead with the last rock advantage, so great position to be in. But they need to get rid of these center guards. And that's 1 gone. Czechs will throw that back up again. hoping for a mistake at some point. Nicely done.
Nice shot, Shannon.
And that's pretty good weight too. Good separation on those guards. You want to put those guards nice and far apart so you can't double them out. I would go for the long one. Again, simple clearing. Might have got it going a bit. Now they're looking for it to overcurl. She gets it right on the nose. And there's the mistake the Czechs were hoping for. Just got that rock going a bit, rolled over the handle. Gets the nose hit on the guard. So now we're going to be looking at a draw around the guards into the house. Needs to be in front of the tee line, top 4 foot. Needs to curl a lot. There's lots of room past the guards. She's sweeping it not for weight, but to curl. Problem is that also extends the running of the rock. She didn't want to be back at the 4 foot.
I can see almost like. Pardon? Yeah. I can see half of that if that makes a difference.
Huh? Like just the high one? Okay.
Thompson was looking at playing, she's still looking at playing the short guard. Although I think the long guard might be the better option. So Kristen Recksiedler trying to take out the yellow Czech guard on the right-hand side. Hits and rolls away. So now that long center guard is still there. And Kubeskova get one in a little bit better position. This needs to be top curling.
You like playing a double?
Yeah, I could.
Or just straight peel?
Still doesn't want to peel that long guard. I'd be ripping that off quick as I could. Recksiedler going for the one on the top of the 12 foot. Maybe double them out. This rock needs to be in a little bit better position. First rock here for Kubeskova in the 8th. Looking to steal at least one to force an extra end. Starting to curl now, really swinging in, coming up short too. Better to be short here than too long though with her first rock. Thompson decided she's going to draw in here. Can't remove both those guards, so she wants to be and wants to slide behind the tee line. Thompson This has got a long way to curl. It's fairly wide.
Line's good. Line's good for top button. Start for top button.
Starting to curl now.
Yep. Hard.
Once get enough curl. She might have left it open. Get a hit roll to the inside that needed to curl a lot more. Might be an opportunity to just hit it on the inside.
We can use it.
Yeah.
Just move it out to the left, roll into the middle.
Tak můžeme, no. Jako nejeli jsme tady hodně dlouho, no. Takže těžko říct. No, back plus vlastně stačí. Back plus?
Plenty of room to get to the inside of that rock. Doesn't need to remove it out of the house. Just needs to get, tap it back to the back of the 8 foot and roll, flop into the middle. And then she's line 2. Last rock here for the Czech skip.
Já jsem taky pro ubrat.
Back plus head.
Needs to get to the inside of that red one. Looks pretty close. Oh, doesn't want to hit straight on. Leads. Oh, that's a nice shot. Well, that forces the Canadians just to cold draw to the 4 foot.
A pinch more. All right, let's make this, bro.
Well, Thompson needs the full 4 foot to win this game. Up 1 with the hammer. It's all in the sweeper's hands now.
You got it. Hard line.
The line looks all right.
Line's good. You see close. No back.
Needs to curl.
Curl up a little.
She needs full 4 foot.
Just for weight. Yep. Wait only.
It's looking close. Will it curl enough? Yes, it did.
That girl, Karla.
And that's 1 point for Thompson. And that gives her the game. 5-3 win over Kubeskova. But Kubeskova's going to the final. And they will play later on against Alina Pats of Switzerland for the European Masters title. Thompson with 2 victories will go back Canada. And their first experience here in Europe. Great draw there with the final rock. Thompson. And should be pleased to go home with a victory here in their last game of the round robin. So at 7 o'clock tonight, Central European time, we'll be back on the air and we'll be showing you the men's final. Nicholas Edin against Kyle Smith. That should be a great one. And we'll hope to wish you back here to the Lerchenfeld in St. Gallen with the EURONICS European Masters Curling Champions Tour final. Thank you very much for watching.
On it. Thank you, my friend.